Hello and welcome to Daily Reflection with Aneel Aranha. Today is the 8th of January 2019. We're going to reflect on Mark chapter 6, 34 to 44. As Jesus went ashore, he saw a great crowd, and he had compassion for them because they were like sheep without a shepherd, and he began to teach them many things. When it grew late, his disciples came to him and said, "This is a deserted place, and the hour is now very late. Send them away so that they may go into the surrounding country and villages and buy something for themselves to eat." But he answered them, "You give them something to eat." They said to him, "Are we to go and buy 200 denarii worth of bread and give it to them to eat?" And he said to them, "How many loaves have you? Go and see." When they had found out, they said, 5 and 2 fish. Then he ordered them to get all the people to sit down in groups on the green grass. So they sat down in groups of hundreds and of 50s. Taking the 5 loaves and the 2 fish, he looked up to heaven and blessed and broke the loaves and gave them to his disciples to set before the people, and he divided the 2 fish among them all. And all ate and were filled, and they took up 12 baskets full of broken pieces and of the fish. Those who had eaten the loaves numbered 5,000 men. The Gospel of the Lord. The story of Jesus miraculously multiplying a few fish and loaves to feed upward of 5,000 people is one of the few that can be found in all the 4 Gospels. This suggests its importance, and the narrative is practically the same in all 4, except in John's Gospel, the little food is provided by a little boy. I have loved this story and have often used it to illustrate several points, but I want to make another kind of point today. I had a young visiting priest in my parish back home give a homily on this passage and was shocked when he said that the miracle never happened. What actually happened, he said, was that a young boy took out the little food he was carrying with him and shared it with others who didn't have any. Seeing him do this, the others who were gathered on the hilltop to listen to Jesus took out the food they were carrying and started sharing it, and so everybody ate. I don't think I heard the rest of the service. I was so dumbfounded. I don't let these things slide, so I went to meet the priest after the service was over and asked him where he was getting his ideas from. He said this is what they were taught in the seminary he went to. I couldn't believe it, so I investigated, and I found out that he was telling the truth. Now, this is a generalization, but in at least a couple of seminaries, those who are in formation to become priests are taught not to take the Bible literally, and that most of the miracles could be explained naturally. Little wonder then that we don't see miracles in the church today like the early church witnessed, because if those who teach the faith don't believe in them, how can they happen? Not only will they not be able to work miracles, as Jesus said they would, see Matthew 10:10 for just one of several instances, they will pour scorn upon the miracles that others work so as to undermine them and consequently undermine the faith of believers as well. Now I know there will be people who take offense at today's reflection, and not just among the clergy either. But when things are wrong, somebody needs to point them out so that they can be corrected. And since mostly everybody just keeps their mouth shut, it is unfortunately left to a few people like me to do the job. So I know I might lose a few subscribers, but I hope that among those who remain, there are some wise enough and bold enough to do what's necessary. And that's to teach that miracles are real and believe. Let it be done for you according to your faith. God bless you.